Hello and welcome. In this video we'll be talking about how to create assignments in Actively Learn. Now, before we get into that, I do want to quickly say that Actively Learn does in fact have a Canvas integration, and we have recently reached out to Actively Learn to see if we can get a trial of their product and see how it works as an integration into Canvas. But for now, what we want to do is show how to select an article that could be made for an assignment, add questions and comments and such to that assignment. So first things first, once you've created an account with Actively Learn, you do want to create a class, and you can do that by clicking the plus sign here to add a class. Once you have added a class, there is a roster option, and it will give you a class code to get to your students so that they can have access to these assignments. Right. As far as the assignments go, if we click on the tab at the top that says Assignments, we can see what assignments are assigned to the students. If we would like to add an assignment, we can go up here to Content. We can search a myriad of articles that have to do with different content areas. So there are some news and articles workplaces where politics and different current happenings in the world are popular. There's also other types, so poetry, popular books, different genres, Edgar Allan Poe even. Alright, so lots of options on things to read there. Science, some on chemistry, others biology, earth and space, physics, etc. And then we have social studies topics such as US history, ancient world and early empires. And then there is even an option for importing your own articles to use as assignments. So let's say that we've found an article or uploaded an article that we're interested in. So we select it and we can assign it to the class. So let's say that I review it, it looks good. I'm going to assign it to this class that I made, PRC 101, and click the Assign button. Okay. I can also go in to the class in question and see the assignment that I just gave or placed in that class. I can also change the questions. So if I select the Edit button up here at the top, I can click the Edit options for the questions that are already made. So you have a lot of pre-made questions for you. So I can click the Edit button and change those. Or I can add my own questions to the article. So let's say within this article, I would like to add a question at the end of this section titled Money at Stake. All I have to do is select the last word in that section. If I want the question to come directly after that word, I simply select it and select Insert Question. I can choose a short answer question, and then if it meets any kind of evidences or objectives for my course, and I just simply enter the question. Once I'm done, I select Save, and the question is there. Additionally, we can do other things here. So I could select a whole paragraph and insert a note about that paragraph. Right, that way when students are reading through, they answer a question, but they also see specific notes that the teacher has for the students about that particular content. We can insert a link. So if we want that to jump over to a YouTube video that has to do with that content, we can insert a link there by simply selecting a word, and we insert a note. And we can choose what kind of a note it is. It can be meaning and evidence, text structure, and you can see the rest, even my thoughts. So we can add all these different kinds of supporting details to the article that we want our students to see or focus on as they read through. All right, and so that's how you can add questions to and add content to an assignment. And once we find out more about the Canvas integration, we will show you how you can get these assignments directly into Canvas and reporting to the Canvas gradebook. But for now, just note that you can sign up for Actively Learn on your own, create these assignments. You can paste the URL for these assignments in Canvas. Right, once we have that URL, we come over to Canvas and we can click on the plus button here. What we're going to do is click External URL. And we just paste that URL here, give it a page name, and add item. Now I've already done that here, so I'm just going to click on it and see what it looks like. Right, so we're currently in as teacher view. You'll notice that in here you can actually work, create assignments and such from this environment in Canvas as an instructor. The student, what they see on their side, let me just jump over to a student account here. The student actually sees the assignments in here, so they can see if they have some unanswered questions. They can see when the assignments were assigned on. So if there are any of these types of assignments, you can have the students navigate to this area and see assignments associated with that. Now, as you grade these assignments, jumping back over to teacher view here, as you grade these assignments, the grades do show up in a gradebook in Actively Learn. Now these grades, again, are not housed in Canvas, and so if you want these grades to be in Canvas, what you would do is just copy these grades over to your gradebook. That could be a little laborious, but it really still seems like a great product whether you have the Canvas integration or not. For additional help, again, please feel free to reach out and contact us in TELS. We would love for you to use Actively Learn and get your students up to date on current events in your field of study. And yeah, so give us a holler and we'll talk to you guys later.